everybody. It's
Happy
almost
Halloween, trick or treat. Where's the manager? I want to speak to a manager.
Oh, Karen. Welcome to Studio 22. Welcome to Studio 22, Karen.
I'm so excited to be here.
You're the most Karen of Karens.
I can't wait to be offended and triggered and then tell everybody about you.
If 2020 had a Karen, you'd be it. You
Very
are the
honored.
poster child of Karens. Look at you.
Doesn't she look like Stu's? What's that? The mom on
The chick
Oh,
on the
Kate
show.
Castle? Yes.
Yeah.
Does my hair look okay? Good.
Your hair's fabulous.
Thank you.
We'll get a manager back there to cosmetics to help you find some frosting for your tips. Just the tips.
Don't say the other T word.
Oh my God.
I'll have to talk to a manager.
Puppet Master Mark. Candice, the queen of the Ethiopians. You know what they're doing? They're for Halloween, they're going as an engaged couple. That's kind of cool. Hey-o.
Yo.
Party Foul Steve, I want you to pull your hair back down the way you did that a second ago. You look like Rob Zombie.
You.
Look at this. You look like Gandalf.
Well, I didn't dress up today. I went, of course, I went, early in the week to lay my mother to rest. And
She wasn't having it.
She wasn't having any part of it. So she's still alive and still fit.
There you go. I'm going as what everybody always calls me, a fake cowboy.
I thought you're fake cowboy / Kevin Costner.
Exactly. Everybody with my patriotic socks on.
I love those
my Trump,
socks.
Look at these Trump socks right here. Look at those suckers right there. I don't know. You can't see them. Somebody will say, "You're wearing the American flag.
You're such a traitor.
You're wearing an American flag. That violates the flag code."
Those are not flags.
Dear
Those
God.
Get me a manager.
Article 18.
Let me call a
Freaking
manager.
socks.
They're socks.
They're not flags.
They're not
now,
flags.
If he had flags wrapped around his feet, I
That'd be a
might have
different
issue
story.
with it. But
Has a flag design. Anyway, enough with that disclaimer. You look fabulous, Karen.
Thank you.
Is that hot in under all that stuff?
I'm getting a little fogged up here.
Is do you have to practice to be that big of a bitch?
It takes a lot of practice.
Look at the bling on that. Look at the ice on that finger too. I mean, that fits right into the.
That's right. I forgot that. Let me take it out. Karens don't have bling.
Yeah.
They don't. Look at those earrings
Look
you're
at those
wearing.
earrings
No.
you're wearing.
But these are.
Costumes, jewelry.
This was a free gift because I complained too much to the manager at Justice, so she gave me a free gift to leave her alone.
Nice.
It.
Just a shut you up
Yeah.
gift. That's
What's
it.
the Sam Goodies or whatever? What's
Sam
that place?
Moon.
Sam Moon.
Karen, as Karen, I run that joint.
What's your shirt say?
A holy roller.
Oh,
Oh, even better.
Does. Of course it does. Where'd you get that piece of crap? That's probably yours, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually is.
I was going to say, you crafted that at your dining table, didn't you?
You next time have that bedazzled, Karen.
Next year.
It's fabulous.
Next year.
That is fabulous. Karen sends all of her jewelry back after she wore it the first time. She wears it to church, and that's it.
Doesn't every Karen do that?
Mm-hmm.
Probably rearranges that little corner in her living room every day.
Now that is
Lisa does that.
crossing the line.
Lisa Page does that.
I don't know who that girl is.
Have you ever met her?
She's
don't
triggered
know?
me once or twice.
Yeah, you've heard her show.
I've heard of her.
It's called Lisa Page Made Me Do It.
I'm the one that leaves her the 1 star and the horrible reviews because that girl is horrible.
It is critical that, Karen, you leave people 5 stars on the ratings for their podcast.
I'm Karen. I only leave 1 star.
1 star. What is there anything that does impress you, like, at all, or is it just all complaints?
I'm mostly always complaining about something.
I bet you get your food spit in a lot.
Somebody rub that Salisbury steak in the crack of their
I
ass.
don't go out a lot. I don't go out. I don't dine out a lot. I can't even take myself seriously. This is so hot right now.
I love it. Last year, this time, I was Glenn Beck, and we diagrammed it. I can't believe a whole year is gone.
Wow, that was a year.
A year, dude. And you were al-Baghdadi.
Yeah.
You were an austere religious scholar.
Yeah.
That it
I
just
was really
got
bougie, Sean.
smoked.
I was really bougie, Sean, but I got
Look at that
got
thing you're
rejected.
wearing. Hi, Karen. Welcome to the show.
I really just love my face shields. I wear them everywhere. If you're not wearing one, I'm calling a manager. I'm calling the cops on you.
That wig has got to be sexy. Those frosted tips.
I hate it.
Look,
I'm channeling
it's
my
weird.
inner Kate +8.
It's weird because I'm both turned on and I'm thinking of my mother.
That's a horrible combination.
I know. It's disgusting. I can't help but hate myself right now while I love myself.
She's like the Brady Bunch mom.
Here's a story.
I hate myself at the moment.
That
Oh my
and-
gosh.
I
Too
do
much
too.
fun. Are you going trick or treating?
Yes.
You going to do it?
I should wear this, honestly. I've never gotten dressed up for trick-or-treating.
And yell at your kids the whole time and yell at everybody else's kids.
Yeah.
And
Hold your sister's hand.
What kind of candy is this? It's not full-size, king-size candy bars? Get out of here. Get out of here.
yell at the other parents. you
Yeah.
know, what is in your cup?
Your kid doesn't have a mask on. Keep him 7 feet away.
Hey, Casper, you got COVID. You little shit.
Did you take a COVID test before you came out here? Go trick-or-treating.
my
Stay on the
God.
crosswalk.
Oh, you know, here is the perfect, if you really want to take care of your stuff and be a good Karen, you got to learn that home title theft is something you pray never is going to happen to you because it could kill you financially by taking away the biggest asset and investment that you got, your home. Your home's legal title. They're digitized, they're kept on government and business servers and in the cloud where they can be hacked. And cyber thieves, they're going to find that title, forge your signature on it, submit a quitclaim deed stating that you sold your home, and boom, they're going to take out loans against your home until your equity is gone, leave you in debt, maybe even in foreclosure. You're going to get the collection calls. You're not protected by your insurance, not protected by your bank or any common identity theft programs, but Home Title Lock protects you. Home Title Lock puts a virtual barrier around your home's title, and the instant they detect the tampering, they're going to work to shut it down cold. So go to HomeTitleLock.com, register your address, see if you're already a victim. They'll tell you. Then use code RADIO to get 30 free days of protection. That's code RADIO at HomeTitleLock.com. Hang tight, Karen. We'll be right back.
Oh,
I'm still chewing my Halloween candy.
hurry up. Karen does not wait on Chad Prather.
Oh, my God.
This segment sponsored by High Chews.
Threw me that candy. And I can't stop chewing it.
It's right. Chew is in the title.
Now I got to swallow it whole.
Do
now
it.
your dental premiums are going to go up.
Yeah. I'm going to pull some fillings out, and my poo's going to be gooey.
Yeah.
It'll be purple too.
Oh, my.
Ugh.
Did y'all see? Golly, I got this candy in my mouth.
I'm just so self-conscious of this wig.
Why?
I don't know. Does it look like it's
It
falling
looks
off my
normal.
head?
It
No.
looks normal.
No, it's solid right there. Trust me, that wig is the biggest thing in the room.
I mean, right
I
now
feel
there's a line at the school with moms in their car with that same hairdo.
I feel like that wig is our special guest.
So happy to be here.
I just want to hang out with you guys.
Just want to hang out with you guys.
This thing, I don't know. The whole Halloween thing, it kind of wears me out, pisses me off, because they're wanting to cancel it in all these different places. And it's like, if you fat asses can go to McDonald's or Burger King at a drive-thru and get your food that way, and I'm one of those fat asses, then kids ought to be able to go trick-or-treating.
Right.
COVID doesn't affect kids anyway, statistically.
We're outside. Stop.
Yeah,
Stop it.
yeah. So you do it.
There's been a whole group of people trying to cancel Halloween my entire life, you know.
Well, that's because you're a pagan.
Yeah, so
They've just been trying to get your soul saved
yeah.
while you're out there worshiping the devil.
Yes.
Mm.
So they're finally now they're can kind of get on board. Hey, we have another reason.
Of all the years too that Halloween falls on a Saturday night, this is what we've been living for. The kids can,
the weekend.
we have the worst year in history for a
I just-
Saturday night Halloween trick-or-treating extravaganza.
I say fight the man, fight the power. You know, Gavin Newsom out in California, his Thanksgiving and Christmas rules. Have you read any of those?
He's such an asshat. I thought
but
that was a joke.
you can only have like a certain number of people at Thanksgiving.
Two families. So if you have adult children, if you have 3 adult children, 2 can come.
And no grandchildren. Forget about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but at a funeral you can have 30 people.
Well, I mean,
So
if your name's
people are
George
like-
Floyd, you can have 6 funerals all across the country, and they'll dance around with your golden coffin.
And bring in Beyonce and get that golden casket out.
Mm-hmm.
Who's following these rules? You're just as bad if you're following his dumb rules.
Yeah, I mean, how would you enforce that? I mean, is
How
that
do you? Yeah.
I guess they could come in your house and write you a
What's he
ticket.
got, a no-knock warrant?
Yeah.
This Karen's bringing it.
Karen!
Bam!
Karen enforcer.
Karen enforcing.
Enforcement.
Yeah, you would call on your neighbor, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Governor Newsom's spy.
That is what I'm going as for Halloween, is the governor. The governor of Texas.
Yes.
We're going to take our masks off. We're going to go to restaurants. We're going to walk to our table with dignity.
You're going to shake hands of your fellow Americans.
Going to hug your neck.
Yeah, going to kiss your face.
I'm going to smack that waitress right on the ass. Bring me some coffee, darling.
Our same governor with his mask mandates was at the ball game World Series this week. He didn't have a mask on for at least for the pictures, I guess. So.
You know, Governor Abbott had put out a mandate saying that you didn't have to wear a mask to the polling place. Now the polling places are saying, nope, you gotta.
I was so happy that I went without a mask. My son and I were the only two without a mask on, and no one said one thing to me last week.
So you have the
You need a mask? Does
beyond the
need
face
one?
shield. You have.
Do we need a mask?
You have the. Those things are so disgusting to me.
They're
You
so
know what they're
gross.
good for? Litter. I walk
Yeah.
through a downtown area and I'll count 20 of them.
They're gross. I know.
They're all over the place.
Between
And
these
bacterial
and the gloves.
infection.
Who's still wearing the gloves? Stop.
What was funny is I went to dinner last night and our waitress was trying to open a bottle of wine
With her
while
gloves?
wearing the gloves. And I was like, let me do it.
Yeah.
Just let me do it.
The gloves do nothing. If you haven't already figured that one out, guys.
I was like, how do you open champagne with the foil? She goes, it's the hardest thing in the world. And I said, no, it's impossible with those gloves. You can't. I can barely peel that foil back with fingernails.
Yeah, it's awful.
You can't do it through a rubber glove. Oh, my God. I went in and had a bottle of wine and a prostate exam and felt fabulous. They found a cork up there.
They had to uncork me. They had to uncork me. How's that for a
Hey, I
visual?
can promise you, Karen hadn't been corked in a long time.
Karen's never been corked.
Karen
Karen needs to be uncorked. Bad.
And when I do, it's straight missionary. I want to see your lying eyes.
And the lights are off, and I don't speak.
Listen, Greg.
Silence.
Listen, Greg, when you're on top of me, you stare with the lights off.
You don't say a word. Keep
You
your
look
mouth
at me
shut.
in the eye.
Don't even breathe.
I'm going to
leaving my
close
socks
my
on.
eyes, but you can't close yours.
I'm leaving my socks on.
I get cold. You want to see a breast? Here's one.
It is that time of year that you're going to hear that a lot. I'm leaving my socks on.
Yeah. Here's one breast for you, Greg. That's all the breast you need. It may not be all the breast you want, but if you want more breast, go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. And you can have all the white meat you want.
Or Popeyes.
No, it's too spicy for
shoot.
Karen.
Spicy.
It's too spicy for Karen. I don't just feel sorry for people who are actually named Karen, though.
Karen's, like, I've been called a Karen a few times in reviews, and I'm like, what is Karen about me? What is so Karen about
Well,
me?
see, I've had to live my entire life named Chad. So Chad, of course, is the male version of Karen. So I really don't give a shit what Karen thinks about
started
people
the
using
trend.
her name. I don't care.
I think that was it. When I was first introduced to you, I thought that in my head. Oh, a Chad.
Oh, he's a Chad.
A Chad.
And now when we go out, when we're on the road, of course, I've got myself, Steve, and Kyle. We sound like a boy band.
You really do.
Yeah, but in my opener for most of my shows these days is Chad Zumach. So we got two Chads, a Kyle, and a Steve. And it's like C squared, KS.
Yeah.
Chad Zumach's with us in
South Carolina.
this weekend.
This
Halloween
Starts
weekend.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Starts tomorrow night, Greenville, South Carolina. The Comedy Zone. But it's insane. I mean, come on. I do, because these ladies, they get kind of pissed off. The Karens get pissed off. The actual Karens.
Yeah.
Stop saying we're Karens.
I know.
Okay, well then quit being a Karen.
Or the best is like, you're the real Karen. You're just elitist. You're the most racist. This is full privilege. You're showing your privilege.
I want to know who came up with the whole Karen moniker and
Yeah.
make that a thing. Because
Yeah.
some one person
Hope
at
they
some point in
trademarked it.
time just said, "This, you're a Karen."
Like, what is, it's such
And it
a weird
stuck.
name. Yeah.
And
Why
it
not
stuck.
like, you're a Jennifer.
You're a Gretchen.
You're a Ashley.
You are a Lindsay.
You're a Ruth.
You're so Brittany.
I'm
Bader
trying to
Ginsburg.
I'm trying to go through the Karens that I know And
I don't know
our one
any.
friend, I know one.
I've known some historically.
Karen Tecklenberg over in Mansfield. She's a real good friend, and she's not a Karen.
Yeah, I've never known a Karen who was a Karen.
Yeah, I do get messages that are like, my name is Karen, but I spell it with an I-N, and I'm a cool Karen. That's fine. Okay, fine.
With an I.
Yeah.
She didn't spell
K-A-R-I-N.
it. She doesn't spell it with an I. Her parents spelled it with an I.
That's right. That's right. She just followed
It sets
suit.
her apart, Steve.
Oh, my
okay.
gosh.
We don't want to be all lumped in with the...
But the thing is, like, you could go out trick-or-treating with your kids dressed like that, and people would probably think that that's just you.
They probably would, oh, like, look at that kid's mom.
I wish
Yeah.
you totally would just go like that. It would be normal.
You'd have to wear that name tag, though, that says, hello, my name is Karen.
I think I'm going to wear this whole outfit for Halloween. I've never trick-or-treated in a costume. I think this year is the year.
That hair would drive me crazy on my head, that wig.
You want to tug on it?
Hey, you also need to get
you can't do that, missionary Greg and Karen.
you an 80-ounce cup and walk around with it. You know,
of water. Of water.
Yeah.
Like
Your
my big
jug.
gulp. Yeah.
Jug.
In a stick, just in case any threats jump out of the woods while we're trick-or-treating. I need to have a stick or like a taser maybe.
Oh,
Mace.
my
Or
Lord.
my
Mace on a
razor phone
keychain.
to call the authorities. Hold on.
Last year,
whistle.
I posted a meme of like real blatant, like a knife in a Reese's cup, you know, and people are like, I can't believe that this is what people are really putting in kids. You have to be so careful out there. Like I had big razor blades in the Skittles, you know. Oh my God, this is such horrible times we're living in.
Oh,
That's what we grew up. Our parents telling us
I
too
know.
that they're
check your candy.
they're checking our candy so they can get the good stuff out and eat it.
Yeah,
I learned that.
and they
as
leave
an
us
adult.
with the bit-o honeys.
Oh.
Them big styrofoam
Bit-o.
looking peanut
Bit-o
things.
honey.
What are your favorite candies? What's your favorite candy to get of all time? Reese's peanut butter
Pieces.
cups or the
Reese's Pieces.
pieces?
I like any of the Hershey miniatures, dark chocolate stuff
that's
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
I like sweet tarts, and I like candy corns.
I love candy corn.
Yes. Do
See?
you eat them one color at a time? Like the white and then the orange and then the yellow?
Sometimes, but do you know Brock's has a mix where it's candy corn and chocolate covered peanuts, but it's already a combo mix, and the combination is so good it just will make your mouth water.
Oh my God.
Blah, blah, blah.
That sounds disgusting.
Just will you stop and be so critical
Karen knows
about
a lot about candy.
When you stick your tongue out, does it touch the glass? You can touch the glass. It flattens your tongue out.
This show is off to a very insane
No,
start.
this is exactly what I wanted for this show.
I'm sure Karen's like licking her thumb to wipe her kids'
Yeah.
Could
face
you please
off.
sanitize your glass shield,
Please,
lady?
everybody.
You look
Candace,
like
I need sanitizer to sanitize my germs.
I always wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to go into space.
I'm wearing a moon suit
I wanted to be a missionary in
moon shoes.
space.
with my moon shoes.
Who does missionary?
Yeah,
Look at
you're
those
wearing
things.
like 8-inch lift shoes.
You
that-
wear those shoes
brings you
because
up
you're
to the
only
normal-
4 foot tall, right?
I really wear these. They're Steve Madden's for anybody who wants to know, and I'll put a swipe up later.
such a
run big.
Karen on Instagram
You
too.
Venmo her $200 and she'll leave them on the front porch.
Right. I'll just give you my scan. Just
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. And people thought they were going to come get hard-hitting facts and news. You better laugh because the election's coming and we're all going to be crying. Who knows? It's Karen, do you think?
Karen is voting for Biden because Biden's going to make a change.
Karen's out. Get out of here, Karen.
A change back to the last 50 years of his elected business. Oh my gosh, I can't.
No, Karen.
I'm so
Karen-
over you right now, Karen.
I don't think Karen would even vote.
Karen is not even registered to vote. That's the truth. I pretend like I'm a Biden fan, but I don't even know.
I vote with my pocketbook.
Yeah.
You still write checks too, don't you?
I'm the one at the checkout where there's a huge line, and I'm just writing out my check so they can put it through the thing and make sure it's approved.
Now we're back to me thinking about my mother.
I got to write it in my checkbook, put the number down, who's it to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Candace, are y'all doing anything for Halloween? Y'all got anything going on? Turn that microphone on. Y'all gonna dress up?
I don't think so.
Go as missionaries? You just wear a real plain dress?
A Little House on the Prairie dress.
Yeah, one of those.
I'll go as a Scientologist.
And Mark,
Oh, that's good.
Mark can wear like a button-up shirt that buttons all the way up to the
Or pop his collar.
pow.
Boom!
He could be a Biff.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill.
You know what? Years ago, there were people who were going as me for Halloween.
I believe
and
it.
they got big white fake teeth, and they put them in, and they were wearing their cowboy hats, and they were wearing their Ray-Ban sunglasses and stuff. And like some of them, I would scroll past, and I was like, when did I take this picture? And I was like, damn, it really did look like me.
Oh, my gosh.
It really did look like me. But they went a little overboard on the teeth.
I have an idea of who would go dress up as you. I have a very good idea.
Oh, I know exactly what. Yeah, just leave that one on this. Don't give anybody any ideas.
Okay, well.
You know what I'm going to put in everybody's trick-or-treat bag this year? Built Bars. Built Bars. This is the best deal. Chocolate.
Look that's really what I'm giving out for Halloween.
It really
I'm not
is,
even
isn't
kidding.
it? It really is. And you want the liquid, you can even you can pour this right in your mouth. Bam!
Yeah, it's 90 calories, 19 protein. Boom!
Look at all them proteins in there.
Yeah.
Bam! Simple and easy. It's a candy bar, Built Bar, covered in chocolate.
Karen approved.
9 nut flavors, 9 non-nut flavors. And they make them in separate buildings. So like if you got a nut allergy or something like that, you don't have to worry about it. You just get the deal. They make it in complete separate buildings. They're serious about this stuff. 100% covered in chocolate, soft, easy to chew. Healthy, great for the health-conscious guy or gal if you want to lose or maintain weight while indulging in a delicious treat this Halloween. Guess what? They're low-calorie, low-sugar, high-protein, high-fiber. I want you to go to BuiltBar.com and use promo code CHAD. Y'all know. I spell it Chad. CHAD. Chad's your promo code is going to get you 20% off of your first order. Just use promo code Chad for 20% off at BuiltBar.com. Go get them. I'm going to pour this. We're going to go to a break, and I'm going to pour this right down my throat. And I'm going to have energy, and I am going to be fired up
You
for
don't
this
need to be
next
fired
segment.
up anymore.
Come on, Karen.
Ah!
Ah! We'll be right back. Y'all know who Jessica Yaniv is? The transgender guy, girl.
I was going to
whatever.
say, I think it's a dude.
Yeah, it's a dude. But Jessica is now suing the beauty pageant people. You know why? She's Canadian, right? And I made fun of Jessica back whenever she was going to the pool party, but couldn't get in the pool. She was so excited because she just started her period. Now, I don't know what she was bleeding from. We already ran down that one earlier this week. Go to the doctor, Jessica. So she was so excited. I've never known a woman excited to get her period. Never.
unless you think you're pregnant, and then your friend comes and you're like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So for Halloween, I want to dress in all red. I want to wait till all the trick-or-treaters have come and gone. I want to ring the doorbell, and when they open up, I'm going to say, trick or treat, I'm your period. Sorry, I was late.
Oh, goodness.
Oh,
Sorry,
goodness.
I'm running late.
What a visual.
Yeah. But look, I got a mother-in-law, I got a mother, I got a wife, 3 daughters. I got so much estrogen around me. I'm in cycle with them. But I've never known any of them to be excited about their period.
No one ever is.
But apparently, Jessica, they refused to allow her to compete in its contest. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen Jessica Yaniv. Not a beauty pageant type
Let me look her up.
person. Yeah, you need to look her up. Google Jessica. It's Yaniv. Transgender LQBTQGRCIB
Oh.
rights activist filed a human rights complaint against Toronto's Canada Galaxy pageants, alleging it is in violation of the Ontario Human Rights Code. Conservative, blah blah blah.
Wow.
Well, what they said was the rule was, and she's seeking $10,000 in damages for injury to dignity and feelings. Yeah, that's the world we're living in, people. Injury to dignity and feelings. Yeah.
Well.
So what they said was, for reasons of safety and security, it is imperative that biological women and girls and fully transitioned transgender females have spaces where they can associate free from the presence of individuals with male genitals. This is particularly so in situations where women and girls are exposed or vulnerable. So that's the story there, because she was tentatively accepted to the pageant, but they had a formal policy stating only genetic females or transgender women who had fully transitioned were allowed as contestants. So in other words, they don't want any wiener in the room.
They don't want pretend women.
They don't want any wiener in the room.
No. She's hot. Look at that.
That's where they draw the line.
Look at that. Show it up there to the camera.
They draw the line at wiener on or wiener off. That's like
I've been weaned. Look at that right there. Give it to me, Mark. Can you see?
Look at that.
Right. Little bright.
Little bright.
Well, if he's going to go through that transition, why didn't he go ahead and get that done?
I'd hit it.
I'm sure by now he would
right in the mouth.
Has enough money raised to get de-weaned.
Even take this
Hashtag de-weaned.
Yeah, get de-weaned. That's right. All you got to do is get unweaned.
Yeah.
You
want to be a woman? Come on over to the side.
Do you know what goes into that operation? Or what comes off?
Yeah, they fillet it.
Yeah, they split it open, fillet it, and lay that sucker back. So you still get some form of sensitivity there.
Some labia folds.
And then like, and just wait till they start putting that G-spot in.
Insert. Where would you like your G-spot inserted today,
I would like it about 2 inches on the side of my neck.
Well, ma'am, we took your wiener off, but we left your balls.
Stuck it right on the side of your head.
We forgot to take a couple things off. This is the craziest
Listen,
show.
first of all, your vagina is beautiful. It goes handsomely with your nutsack. This is so stupid. Come on, people.
Look, at the reality of it is, these are the conversations that we were having in 2020.
I know. And then people are going to come at me and be like, oh, well, you just have hate for LGBTQ.
Yeah,
no, I have.
I'm
going to make fun of ridiculousness.
Yep.
You're not a woman. You're trying to run in a women's beauty pageant. You're not pretty.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
You're not pretty. It's a beauty pageant. Now, don't come at me. It's a beauty pageant. You're not beautiful. They call them beauty pageants because people who are beautiful compete in them. See if you could get on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
Oh, I bet that's probably coming soon.
Well, you gotta be. They did just have that.
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
In the last one, they had a dude who was tucking his roll. Yeah.
I know how they do it.
And he was hot. He was hot. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. If he walked in the room, I'd be like, "What's up, yo?"
My transgender
that thing
friend
untucked.
Got the boobs, right?
Your transgender friend?
She got the boobs, still has the boy parts.
Yeah.
And I asked her, well, how do you get away with that at the gym? And she said she wears low riding joggers and then tucks it in with like 2 pairs of panties, tight underwear.
What if she gets an erection? It all in. Wouldn't that hurt? Or do you take anti-erection meds?
Well, you would have to take more estrogen,
oh,
right?
Yeah, oh yeah, she does. Estrogen for a couple of years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I have this belly right here. This is estrogen.
Oh, look at that.
That's his estrogen.
That's it.
But it's not because I take estrogen. Guys my age, we take estrogen blockers. We take estrogen blockers because that's what happens. At some point in time around our early 40s, like ships crossing in the night, women get testosterone and get horny. Yeah. Guys get estrogen and get lazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Makes us late. We just want to sleep and eat. I'm feeling bloated. It's the estrogen.
So puffy today.
I'm so puffy. I just want to go take a nap.
Yes.
I just need to be left alone. I need some me time. I just want to curl up with a good book.
Put my sound machine on, please.
What does that mean when y'all say that?
What?
I just want to curl up with a good book. What do you mean curl up? You're not a cat.
I never say that.
Good people say that crap. I just want to curl up with a good book.
The Karens of the world.
And when guys say it, I want to punch them. What do you mean you want to curl up?
What guys are you?
We read magazines about tools and guns. We don't curl up and read Field and Stream. I don't read Field and Stream. There's not enough pictures.
I want to get it up with a good magazine.
Yeah, I want to read some stuff about armaments and places where I can get flashbangs and smoke grenades. That's what I want to do. I want to learn how to make... Yeah, I better not say that. I want to learn how to make a wiener into a vagina. If I could do that painlessly, I'd have done it a long time ago. I'd have just had both.
The whole thought of that. But don't worry, guys.
I am
Debuting
so
next
toxic.
week, TLC will come out with a show about that.
I am so toxic. Oh.
Don't know where to go from here.
But let me tell you about a trooper. Now, this is what a real woman does. This is what a real woman does. They don't bitch. They go vote when they're in labor.
Yeah.
This lady in Florida, she refused to go to the hospital after she went into labor until she'd voted. Husband had to run in there. She stayed in the car, get her an absentee ballot or a mail-in ballot, and then they made sure she voted.
And let me guess who she voted for.
This baby ain't coming till I vote T-Rump. I don't know who she voted for. We don't know who she voted for. But that's a real woman. That's the difference. That's the difference between a real woman and a bitchy man who wants to be a woman. There's a huge difference. True.
She's birthing a child, so she must be voting Trump.
You mean she didn't kill it already?
Yeah. She wasn't on the way to the abortion clinic, so she's probably Trump.
I gotta hurry up and get to the Planned Parenthood. Can somebody give me a mail-in ballot? You people are ruining my life.
Close at 9. This is deep and dark.
I know. You know who's closing down for the Election Day security? Rodeo Drive.
Oh, really?
Rodeo Drive.
They don't looted?
Apparently,
they
after
Trump?
George Floyd died, they felt the need to start hitting up. You remember that? There was some. They started hitting the Reebok stores and the Nike stores and the Gucci and the Louis and all those things. You can't afford anything on Rodeo Drive.
Who wants to go loot a Walmart? There's so much better stores to loot.
High, people.
Yeah.
But see, if you got a poverty mentality, that's where you want to go.
If it's free, it's for me. They don't care.
I mean, at least hit the Best Buy.
Give me those smiles.
Bass Pro Shop.
Listen.
Dude stuff.
I love eating steak. Y'all know that. I love eating meat. That's the beauty of it. I get to mix it up with Omaha Steaks. OmahaSteaks.com is great. You can enter code Prather in the search bar, and they're going to give you special deals you can't find anywhere else. And they got great food. They get everything from the steaks all the way to desserts and everything in between. They got some good stuff. But I'm just eating meat, man. I'm eating so much steak from these guys. They sent me some, and it is just like delicious. And you know what? Here's the thing. When you think about ordering steak, you're like, is it really good? Is it really fresh? Steve, tell them. It's good.
No, it's really good. And we just they do the some pre-cooked stuff, and we did the grilled chicken, which is pre-cooked. And I was a little hesitant at first because I like to cook my own food and stuff, but boom, it was good.
But that's the thing. We're serious about grilling and barbecuing and all that stuff. And so I'm a little skeptical about sometimes when you get it comes in a package and you're like, is this going to be fresh? You will not go wrong with Omaha Steaks. Go to omahasteaks.com. Like I said, in the search bar, just put the code Prather, Prather, in there. They're going to give you 2 pounds of ground beef, premium ground beef for free, and also free shipping. I suggest a good place to start, the Butcher's Best Sellers package. You're going to get the filet mignons wrapped in bacon. It's incredible, and you really can cut it with a fork. Just cook it right. Omaha Steaks, they've been bringing people together for over 100 years, so enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Unless you're in California, they're going to limit you. Go to omahasteaks.com, put Prather in the search bar for free shipping and free 2 pounds of premium ground beef. Be right back. I love it. Hunter Biden emails. Everybody's talked about that. Tony Bobulinski.
I love that name.
That was a good interview the other night with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson at least is doing some real honest journalism out there.
He's the only one out there.
Yeah. I was watching that the other night. It was pretty strong. Texas Guard is going to send the Texas National Guard going to send about 1,000 troops to 5 major cities around. They're going to do San Antonio. I'm sure we can probably name off Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio. Kamala Harris was just in Fort Worth. That's a riot.
Oh, I'm so sorry for their residents.
I thought I heard some laughter.
Yeah.
I'm speaking.
So they're doing that in preparation for the. I can't look at you and take you serious.
I'm all business right. I'm in my Karen business mode.
Take you serious.
They're prepping for the Biden loss.
Oh my gosh.
In the liberal cities.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. But they're doing that in preparation for the election. Of course, Washington D.C. is already boarded up. They're planning on having on Halloween night, which is Saturday night. They're already planning to have riots in Portland. They're going to have they're planning riots for election night already in Portland. No matter what happens. California, this is on the download. These are off the message boards that are out there. This is not, you're not going to find this in the mainstream media. Los Angeles has already put in place basically a cessation plan for martial law. If the state were to secede from the union, this is what they would enact and put those forces in place just in case they had uprisings and things like that. And they were to go into martial law. So that's what they're doing. That's what they got going on.
The crazy
Karen.
Listen, let Karen talk for a second. Okay. Karen is coming over to the red side for a second.
Okay.
Because the funny, crazy thing about all of these people that think that these riots are just going to like miraculously go away if Biden is elected. You guys are very, very wrong.
That's right.
Like they're going to continue, whether or not has nothing to do with Biden.
But it'll be the same people that would riot either way. It's not the right that is
The
rioting.
act of riot. It's the same idiots that are doing
It's like
it.
a dog that has tasted the blood of a chicken. All they want is another chicken. That's what they want. So they're going to keep hitting the streets. They're just going to keep on running out there. That's what they're going to do. These people aren't even registered to vote.
Yeah.
These bastards.
I mean, how many tennis shoes do you need anyway?
Yeah, man, they're going to throw those up
How
on
many
eBay.
TVs you got, fool? Man, I got one in every bathroom.
I mean,
Both of them.
Sadly, a lot of these people are waking up this morning with several TVs and a couple of dishwashers and washing machines.
Oh, they go back and get some more today. Yeah, why not?
Walmart. Our Walmart doesn't have a washing machine in it.
Well, I don't know that they got that one from the Walmart.
Oh, okay.
But, I don't know what store they were in front of
In
when
Philly,
they
they
were
were
doing
just
that the other
breaking into
night.
any store they could.
That's true. I saw
Find
them
and
break.
see.
The Foot Locker was getting.
Trust
Yeah.
me when I tell you, if Party Foul Steve could get away with it, he would steal it. So he's a scavenger. I thought about you yesterday. I was in my truck driving through my neighborhood, and there was this lady on the side of the road trying to pull some trash out of somebody's front yard because it was trash collection day, and I couldn't figure out if it was a table or what the hell it was. But I thought about stopping and helping her. And just because she was struggling so hard to dig that out of the trash and throw it in her van, and I was afraid she might kidnap me.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
I don't
They
wanna
might
be her
find
trunk or
something
treat.
useful.
Trunk or treat. That's right.
I don't want to put my treat in her trunk. Listen, you're a scavenger.
A little bit.
I need you to come to my house and go through the garage, and let's earmark some things for you to get out, okay? I also have a love seat that I need you to find a place for.
Yeah, I was told that by Tony that she would find a place for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know where she's going to put it.
Y'all don't have y'all
We're
already have
out of space.
It's funny when I go to Steve's house, I find all my crap.
Oh, you told me that he likes to go through your stuff
Yeah.
and then repurpose it for his house.
Well, and he was like, oh, I just had it like thrown over in a corner and y'all are using it. So
It's true.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I want it back. Like they have this really big cutting board that I gave them because it was taking up too much room in the thing. And I'm like, I kind of wish I had that again.
Yeah,
well,
no take backs.
Okay,
No.
he gave me this giant cutting board. I had it cut down just a little bit so it fit in the sink when you wash it, and then I had a groove put in it to catch all the
But see, that's the
juices
difference
from
between me and
Right,
Steve.
right.
He handles his shit.
Yeah.
And
I don't handle my
that's,
stuff.
Everything that's monogrammed that has a P on it that he gets rid of, it goes right into my house, gets put right to use.
That's right. Prather Powell.
Yeah, you guys are true besties.
Well,
That's the thing
we
about
are.
Steve.
I was driving into the studio this morning. I thought, Steve Powell's my best friend. He's my best friend.
He got my back.
I couldn't travel with anybody the way I travel with this fool. Telling you. God,
I love that.
You know what we do? Steve Springer, my buddy, he just walked in. He makes our custom coats.
Oh, I've heard all about
Yeah.
Steve Springer.
That's right.
Houston
Blue,
suit guy, Blue.
BLU. Y'all need to follow them on Instagram. Check them out. If y'all like getting, I'm telling you. And when I tell you, if you like custom clothing, Steve's the deal. Steve's the deal. And I only wear custom. Baby.
So that's elitist. I'm going on your Facebook and I'm going to give you a 1 star.
It's white privilege. What can I
Very
say?
elitist.
I only wear custom.
I only wear
Chad
custom. He wears the custom that that I buy.
The hand-me-down. Chad's
But it doesn't
hand-me-down.
quite fit. It doesn't quite fit, but Steve's skinnier than me. It works out. I put on the COVID-19, and so a lot of my coats don't fit. So Steve's been hooking us up But he's based out of Houston, so y'all check him out. Anyway, I'm ready for this election to come and get over with, see what happens. I think we're going to know by 10:30 on Tuesday night that Trump has won. Don't look at me like that, DC.
From your lips
Don't look
to
at me
God's
like that,
ears.
Candace.
Are we going to hang out right here?
We're going to be here all night long, live, streaming from Party Foul Pub in Studio 22. We're going to be here streaming. Glenn Beck and all the smart people are going to be in the studio right down the hall, and we're going to be in here spouting gibberish as we pay attention to what's going on with the mainstream media, and we comment accordingly. It is going to be a shit show. We're going to have actual alcohol that we're drinking on election night. It could go till 3 in the morning.
Have you seen his new studio?
It's badass.
It
Glenn Beck, what Beck wants, Beck gets.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a true story. I am so tired of looking at you in this wig. I can't stand it.
Do you want me to take it off? It's
No,
really
I
itching
don't.
my head.
No.
I want to go through the whole episode with the wig on. That's
You
got
got to stay full character.
I want you to come
Those
to my.
earrings.
I want you to come to my house in full character and knock on my front door and start bitching about something. It'll be.
You have too many bags in the front yard waiting on the
Your
trash.
shrubs need trimming, and I'm calling the HOA.
Yes.
And why are you flying an American flag?
Black lives do matter. Blue lives don't.
Defund.
Defund the police.
Right
Demolish.
when Karen would get shot.
We found Karen with a bullet hole in her carotid artery.
And I would throw a knife out in the. Yep.
Y'all hang tight. We'll be right back. Get yourself together, Karen. Get yourself together. We have the best promo ever right now, BlazeTV. You can go to blazetv.com/Chad, enter promo code Chad. They're going to give you 30% off. You know, just this week they had all the CEOs from the major search engines like Google and also Facebook and Twitter, these social media platforms, and they were grilling them because of the censorship issue. If you want information, you want news that's unbiased and tells the truth, and we do that. Of course, we put our opinions on it. That's what we do. Are you actually typing, Karen?
Yeah,
Are you sending a message, Karen?
I'm calling in a complaint.
Okay. Get on here, join the community, Blaze TV. We're giving 30% off an annual subscription. That's like $5.50 a month. It's
That's
cheap.
the cheapest thing ever. Not even this
Super
Karen's going to
cheap.
complain about that
Super
price.
cheap. I don't know how Glenn Beck's going to pay for that new studio. Oh, out of his pocket.
Hold on, let me reach
Hold
in.
on, let me just reach in here and blow my nose. Ink, there it is. Another $250,000.
Oh, my wig's about to fall off. Stop making me laugh.
Yeah. That wig can't fall off. It can't. It's permanently attached to your head.
Good style.
So join us on election night. That's Tuesday night. Make sure we're going to be live streaming right here. We're going to be live. We're going to have a good time. And so you don't want to miss it. You never know what's going to happen because it's going to be unedited and anything goes. In fact, they have given us forewarning that we have to do at least somewhat semblance of keeping things on track. When people tell me that, Candace, I take it as a challenge to see just how frickin' far we can go. So that's what we're going to do.
Should I wear
Yes.
like a jacket and a nice shirt?
Yes, I want the executives calling me going, Chad,
Chad, stand
we
track.
got to shut down Studio 22.
Chad, stand track.
If you want to have some fun with us, join us in Greenville, South Carolina this weekend, starting tomorrow night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is 5 shows over the weekend. Watch Chad.com where all the fun stuff is. We love you. We'll talk to you next time. God bless. Bye.